Okay, well, let's talk about like some of like the Evo changes, I guess, in general, right? So yeah, okay, some of the Evo changes for this right here. Okay, but yep. Okay, because like okay, so like 80 is like pretty simplistic, I guess, right? So yeah, while like Evo does have like some it's not major, but you do have to change your engraving and rotation. But yep, mine's broken again. Rip. Yeah, unlucky, I guess, man. Okay, we go to 80 first actually because 80 is like simple. It's just like 2.7%. I guess, right? So nothing really changed for that in terms of like a build or anything. Okay, you just get like a free damage buff. While we're on 80 though, I got a lot of questions talking about like 341 build, right? I don't recommend 341 build to be honest. Blockade just kinda sucks, I think in my opinion. So yep, the whole skill takes like a 3 second to do, and if you're in like a Trixion you'll be fine, but like in actual raid scenario sometimes you'll have to wait until your blockade is done and your skill was sitting off cooldown. If you cut the blockade short, it's DPS loss. If you keep the skill on off cooldown right there, it's also a DPS loss. I don't recommend 341. Keep 422 and like 332. So whichever like a build you running, I guess. But yep. Other than that, like the rotation stays the same for like 80. Nothing actually changed over there. So yeah, just a 2.7% damage buff, right? But yeah. Okay, 341 is way lower ceiling for like a comfort. I mean, like if you can't find comfort in using annihilation mode, right? Then like I guess like the way to go is like maybe at the very least run 431. If you somehow really hate annihilation mode, bro. Not sure why, but I guess it is what it is. But that's just 80, 2.7% damage buff. It's great right there. Nothing to lose, right? So that's like easy peasy. But yep. Ah shit, I'm on cooldown still. Okay, but yep. So there is that. Now we get to like the Evo one for now, I guess. Okay, Evo does change like quite a bit for it. But yep, if you run Evo one right now, unfortunately, it is no longer like the best build. So yep, it doesn't kill it though. Just like the 80 like one thing, it doesn't kill the Evo one build, so you're still fine. Okay, but it is no longer the optimal build at this point. Okay, but yep. Okay, so unlucky bro, it's time for you to change your build with it, I guess. Okay, Evo 3 is the way to go right now. I'll get through the math later, I guess, because like the math is already out for it. But yeah. But on top of that, like the rotation also has changed. So yep. Because now like the way Evo works right now is that like what was it? Okay, the way Evo works right now is that you just get the damage buff right away. Oh shit, well I can't like okay, the way Evo works right now is like man, you just get the damage buff right away. 21%. Okay, but yep. You would need to hate Annihilation and Steady Fire, which almost no one that plays a Scouter both hates like both of these skills. Well, I get a lot of questions for 341, but yeah. So you can start with Crimson now. That's the catch. You actually cannot, which is stupid. So I still think that's bullshit, but hey man, it is what it is, I guess, right there. So yep, it used to start with like stacking buff, right? Where like you get 6% each stack up until 18%, and then like you wanna use Crimson Breaker after you have the 18%, right? Ideally that's the case. Now you get 21% right away, but they still keep the cringe buff. So yep, because like when you transform, you do not have the buff, which is bullshit. You have to use a skill first, okay, then after that you get the buff. 21%. So yeah, so that's cringe. So yeah, so now your rotation is basically okay. So you don't start with QRWS anymore. You start with WS. Then after that you face roll the keyboard basically. So yep. Okay, that's basically like how is that there? Lamau, yeah, it's still cringe. The cringe buff is still there. So if you think you're gonna start with S now, you actually do not. So yep, something to keep in mind over there. Okay, but like for now, like you basically just do that. You transform, you W into S. So yeah, then after that you get into like the old like a rotation with it. But yep, transformation should trigger it right away. Should, but it does not. So yeah. So it appears after a skill is used. It appears after a skill hits. If you don't hit it, you do not get the buff. So yep, you need to hit that. Okay, then you get the buff for it. Okay, but yep. So imagine that, like, it's like the old Evo, but instead of like having to do 3 hits to like stack it up, 1 hit is enough to stack it up straight to full. But you cannot start with S because S will not be buffed because of that. So yep, that's whack. It is whack, and it is cringe. But I guess it is what it is, man. So yep, something to keep in mind with like the new like Evo. That's basically like the way to go with it now. Okay, well, it is what it is, man. Okay, deal with it, I guess. It's still a buff. It's still like about like 5% buff for like Evo, so like just take it right. First take off as still triggers it? No, because like the buff you get it at the end after you finish the skill. So it's not about the tick, it's about the skill. So yeah, you don't get the buff in the first tick of your ass. No, you do not. Okay, okay. Well, you guys probably don't know how like the buff from like a legacy works in the first place. It happens after you like finish the skill and the skill hits. But yeah, thoughts on QRS not needed anymore, Deso. So yep, not needed anymore. If you can use S one skill earlier, then it's better. Because like that also makes you like need less CDR gem. So legacy is cheaper now. It's even cheaper now. So than before. Subnox man, yo. Okay. Legacy is even cheaper now because CDR gem is like, I mean, it's still recommended to get like level 10 CDR gem because it's better anyway, right? But like right now, even level 5 CDR gem, you can get triple crimson. So you just need to start with WS and then like just press S off cooldown. But yeah, it gives more leeway for like triple crimson, yeah. Still no 4 crimson, obviously, that's just like copium, but yeah. Okay, but yep, for those who miss the simulation, you mean for the buff like Ogichi or like what? Okay, level 9 city can easily pull 3 crimson like now. Well, 9 or 10 just makes it even way easier, yeah, pretty much. Okay, pretty much. Okay, but yep. So yeah, again, if you transform, you do not have the buff yet. So you need to hit an enemy with a skill, then you get it. So yep. Then you can Crimson Breaker. Then after that, go into like your usual like a rotation with that, just like just the usual stuff with it. But yep. Thoughts if 18 Evo are closer now or 80 still ahead? They're actually really close right now. But Evo is like way cheaper, right? So yeah, it's there, man. It's there. Okay, but yep. Okay. I think for now you just pick it based on the fight, like Desoman. Some fight are easier as like 80, like Teman is easier as 80, but Voltis is easier as Evo. So you just like do that basically. Okay, but yep. So now would you say Evo is better option? It's cheaper and like damage similar than 80 since 80 need like a 5 like a damage gem depending on the fight. Yeah. Cause some fight are extremely easy if you're like range, you know. So yep. Okay, and like a 80 with like shield and being range as well also like makes it like really easy. Okay, but yep. Hit S, proceed to face roll keyboard. You cannot just hit S right away. But yeah, hit W Ace, then you can face roll the keyboard. But yep. Okay, so full rotation real quick just to see like how it looks. That means I need to change like the engraving for a second. Man. 1 sec. Oopsies. Yeah, I swapped like the build to like a legacy, but like I didn't like change like the thing. Okay, I didn't like what was it like didn't change the gem, so I just forgot about it. Okay, but yep. Okay, my Stromer then gay. I mean, hey man, bro, I like forgot about it, so yeah, forgot about it. Okay, you can Crimson here, and you can still like have another like basic like put like another what was it? Uh, Q into R on top of that. So yep. So if you can do that, then like it should be like fine with it right there. Okay, 2 skills ahead for like the third Crimson at the end of it. So that basically makes it like much easier as well. There is like much more leeway. So yeah. Okay, but yep, it's around that. Is this 1600 breaker like a damage? Actually, they break 50 million on like a Trixion now. So yep. What should I play on Evo like +1 adrenaline? So we'll get through that right now then I guess. But yep. Okay, we will get through that. Okay, again, in the end, conclusion right, rotation pretty simple, just WS and then face roll your keyboard, press S off cooldown. So yeah, 50 million Deku. Get Breaker Bozus. Okay, alright. So that was that, I guess. Let me like go back first. Actually, no need to go back actually. 1 sec. Let me grab like the math real quick actually. Yep. Alright. Okay, but yep. Fuck elixirs, man. Well, I mean, like, enjoy, bro. Okay, Adrenaline or EPS1, EP1 right now for Evolution is actually a legit build. So, yep, okay, that was that. Is it the same one actually, or is it the same one like a premium? Wait, no, it's slightly different for that. Okay, it's the 50 million on like Evo. Yeah, they break 50 million on like Trixion number right now. So, and it's Trixion number as well. Okay, but yep. Okay, let's go. What do you remove for like for Adrenaline 3 then? Like a barricade? No, you put Adrenaline 3 into Adrenaline 1. You go Evo 3, you put like a okay, so this is like the 5 by 3 and 1 setting right here, and this is like the number of like damage like you would get right now. So yeah, like the multiplier. So yep, okay, the choice for this, well, you care about the strongest, so the strongest that will be like Adrenaline 1 right now. Okay, but yep, you run like Kin Blan, but you run Adrenaline 1. Okay, but yep. Back then, before Elixir, Adrenaline 1 and Kin Blan are the same as like Curse Doll. But now you have Master Elixir, right? Obviously. So they are basically slightly stronger with that. Okay, but yep. So that's like a best build for it. If you run like the old build with like a Legacy 1, you are now about like 2-3% weaker than like Legacy 3. So yep. Still fine. But if you need optimal build, then like you wanna change that, obviously. Okay, so yep. Okay, Elixir, do you like it? Yeah, the flow is good, man. Okay, but it's Barricade 1 or Lane 3 like run critical Elixir. Every legacy runs like a critical runs like a what was it? Master Elixir. All of them. Like a legacy does not run critical. Okay, but yep. 142k is like EP1. No, that is like Barricade 1. Okay, if you run Barricade 1, you wanna keep Adrenaline 3, let's say you have an Adrenaline Stone, right? And you wanna keep it at 3, you can run Barricade 1, and you would be about like 1% weaker. A bit less than that, but yeah. Okay, do you like it, little bitch, man? But yeah, if you're a 5 by 3 and 2, Adrenaline 2 is like actually really strong right there, because like, you know, your crit is like even better. So if you run 5 by 3 and 2, okay, but yeah. If you run Barricade 2, then like, well, it is what it is, man. But you're still stronger than like any other build anyway, so take it. Okay, now here comes like the iffy part right here. This is the Ether Predator number. So, yep. Okay, the Ether Predator numbers is kinda like weird. At 0 stack, you're like much weaker, obviously, right? But like at full stack, you will get like stronger at EP1. This is EP1. Okay, no reason to go with EP2, honestly. I don't know why you would go like, you know, you would Carstone with like Ether Predator, but sure. Okay, but this is like the EP1. Okay, at full stack. So at the no stack is here, but at full stack it's like stronger. So it's about 3% weaker without stack, 3% stronger with stacks. So I guess the question is like, do you start the raid with like full stack or like not? If you do, then EP1 is stronger. If you don't, then I guess like stick to Adrenaline. So something to that effect, I guess. Okay, but right now EP1 is a legit build for like for evolution. Okay, what's the final base build? Evo 3. If you're looking for 5 by 3 and 1, Evo 3, Grudge, Barricade, Raid, and Keen, Adrenaline 1. Okay, or, what was it? You swap Barricade into Adrenaline 3 and Ether Predator 1. Yeah, Ether Predator 1, like assuming like 30 stacks basically for that. Can you link this spot? Sure. Sure, sure. Okay, but, yep. Question, do you like to be efficient in Tayman or in like a Gargadis? I mean, what if like let's say you start gate 1 Tayman and then you wipe Mickey, you lose the stack anyway, right, in the end. So yeah, if you one shot everything, sure. Okay, or if you're doing Tayman gate 4, sure. Or gate 3 as well, I guess. Gate 3, gate 4. But yep. 10% less crit. Not really a big deal, Sus, because like you gain damage from like getting like level 3 evolution. So yeah. But yep, that's basically that, man. Okay, the defense from EP is giga nice on proc on eye level or like clear. If you needed defense on like legacy, you should go play something else. But you should go play support or something like that. Okay, but yep. If you somehow like, you know, the defense is what's nice to run like EP on like legacy of evolution, great. Sure, bro, sure you do. Okay, literally guy is like tankier than like, you know, almost everyone in the roster, but yeah. Okay, but yep. Okay. Grudge, RC, Barricade, Adrenaline, Evo, like a EP, like a 1. No, if you run EP, you still run like Keen. You still run Keen. Keen 3, Adrenaline 3, either Predator 1. So, yep. If that makes sense. Okay, so TLDR, 5 by 3 and 1 build. You either run like a Grudge, Raid Captain, Barricade, Keen Blunt Evolution and then like Adrenaline 1, or you run like Grudge Raid Captain, Keen Adrenaline Evolution, and then like level 1 Ether Predator. It depends on what you want, I guess. You want Ether Predator, or if you hate it, then I guess Adrenaline 1 would be the way to go. But yep, TLDR, those are the two engravings like you're going for right now. Okay, but yep. Okay. Critical size unreadable Alien 3 is only like 63% crit. Yeah, no, you never run critical. You never do. Okay, but yep. So is Curse 3 or Keen 3 better? If you don't have Elixir, Curse 3 or Keen 3 is the same. So there is no point running Keen because it's more expensive. But if you have Elixir Master that gives you critical rate, Keen becomes better. So at this point, you will run Keen. Okay, if that makes sense. Okay, but yep, EP1 build might be more expensive though for marginal gain only on content where the boss fight is at least like 8 to 10 minutes. In a way, yeah. And some people hate like either Predator as well anyway. Okay, but yep. Running Adrenaline 1 on most of my classes because I hate EP1. Then you can run Adrenaline 1 with that as well. So it's still really good on round. Okay, but yep. But anyways, that's like the math on like the new like evolution. Okay, that's the numbers behind it as well. So yeah, I'll probably just link it later. But here we are, bro. But yeah, that is the balance path changes for like evolution. Okay, but yep. Okay, things changes, man. Okay, you have to change your engraving, change your rotation, get used to it as well. But it's for the better because like it's about 5% like a buff to it. So yep. Take it, man, because it's more buff than Gunslinger Kick W. Am I right, bro? Unlucky, man. What a shame, what a shame. Okay, but yep. Well, anyways, that's the number for like the engraving for that.